Here's a picture of that kite, and we're going to talk about why it can't be any of those things, because it can't be any of those things. It's just kind of a thing of its own. And so I wrote out all the 5 types of quadrilaterals we've talked about, and we're going to go through and see why it can't be each one. Okay? Square has all equal sides. This kite does not. These two are the same, and these two are the same. Square has 90-degree angles. A kite doesn't have any. So that is why that is out. Okay. Rectangle, opposite sides equal. Okay, you're thinking, well, opposite sides equal. Those aren't really opposite sides, though. Opposite sides would be like these two sides and these two sides. So opposite sides are not equal. And it doesn't have 90-degree angles, so it can't be a rectangle. Rhombus, 4 equal sides. Obviously not. Trapezoid, only one pair of parallel sides. Okay, so if we do opposite sides here, and this is a little bit difficult to show, but opposite sides, one pair. If these two were our opposite sides here, and we drew these, yeah, I don't think we're going to have any luck with this. It looks like eventually, let me make sure I'm doing this right here. Oh, wait a minute. Yeah, I'm way wrong. Yeah, eventually these are all going to cross. Okay, everything's like up here, it's going to cross up here. Here it obviously crossed right here. So we don't have any parallel sides. No parallel sides at all. So that's out, which means the parallelogram has to be out, because if there's no parallel sides, we can't have a parallelogram either. So a kite is kind of in a world of its own among quadrilaterals. All right. Can this octagon be a rhombus? That's the question for here. A rhombus, all sides have to be equal, so you'd say, sure, an octagon would be a rhombus. But it's definitely not. You have to remember that a rhombus is part of the quadrilateral family, meaning it's not just all sides equal, it's all 4 sides equal. This has 8 sides. It has nothing to do with a quadrilateral. If it's not a quadrilateral, we can't even begin to start talking about a rhombus. A rhombus has to have 4 sides, and then all the sides have to be equal. This is just an octagon, definitely not a rhombus. Alright, last one's number 10. It's the quadrilateral on number 9 on page 438. And we're going to classify this. Now, obviously, I didn't write this on here, but obviously it's a quadrilateral because it's got 4 sides. Okay, so I put a big check mark beside that. Now, square. All the sides, I believe, are equal, but it doesn't have 90-degree angles, so it's not a square. Opposite sides are equal, those two and those two, but also it doesn't have 90-degree angles. Those are not square angles or right angles, so that's out. Parallelogram, 2 pairs of parallel sides. I believe that those 2 sides are parallel, and I also believe that those 2 sides are parallel and will never touch. So parallelogram, definitely. Rhombus, 4 equal sides. All equal, check. Last one, trapezoid, only 1 pair of parallel sides. As we've talked about numerous times, if it's a parallelogram, it's never going to be a trapezoid. This has 2 pairs of parallel sides, where this can only have 1, and obviously it's got 2 pairs, so that's out. So if we had to classify this shape, quadrilateral because it's got 4 sides, parallelogram because it's got 2 pairs of parallel sides, and a rhombus because it has 4 equal sides.